What's up guys, Andy Riesmeyer here, welcome back to DweebCast. There's something magical about holding your first gun. Now, let me explain. I'm talking about the first time you stumbled on an Area 51 coin-op machine and got to fire that bright red Beretta straight through some alien dome. There were a slew of other fake plastic gun-toting rail shooters that I'd like to take a minute and just sit right there and talk about the best games that don't require no chair. To my left is one of our producers and YouTuber, Chad Neidt, who's gonna open up this convo by talking about the original rail shooter.
So the first rail shooter that I remember playing when I was little was Area 51, which I'm sure you remember.
I do. The graphics were mind-blowing. They
were mind-blowing graphics. It was the first plastic gun that felt real, which was a huge step forward, because before that I just had like an orange cap gun. But this was like an actual Beretta.
Right.
Die-hard
it was
style.
Heavy, and it felt like when you were shooting through the screen, you were actually killing real aliens.
It did.
Reloading, though, added some realism, even though it was the opposite of reloading for real.
Right, remember? What was the reloading again? How did it go?
So you'd be shooting at the thing, and then to reload, you'd actually shoot off screen, and then you'd bring it back. Exactly.
That's how you reload. There was no way to avoid Area 51. You went to like a Safeway, and it would be just in there. What's this? We have drinks now. Oh well.
Tasty. I'm taking that from my mom.
Good. Yeah, you know. Well, you know something your mom doesn't know about rail shooters. Which one do you remember?
Sega's Virtua Cop.
Virtua Cop.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
That sick aim and lock system.
Oh yeah, because like the crosshair like zoomed in on the person automatically.
It was like you just always knew that you were actually gonna hit him because you didn't really, you could be drunk and play that game.
But I think they always find a way with those games to like get you a headshot to use, so you can cough up more quarters.
Sure. And there's nothing like that G-rated strobe light of blood when you hit a character.
Oh yeah, that's what happens in real life actually.
I think so.
I was in the Gulf War and I remember that's how people exploded. All right, so then after Virtual Cop, another one I remember, which was fun, was Time Crisis.
Yes, from Namco. It was just a better version of Virtual Cop.
Yeah, no, it was. The cool thing about it was it had that cover system. Virtual Cop, you just had to stand there and like bang, bang, boom. But this one, you'd like put your foot on a little pedal, and when you let go, you went behind like a barrel or something.
Right, exactly. Like, I like how an invisible director would shout action at the begining.
Action! I think that's how it sounded.
Action! It's like let you know that this is a game that is gonna start now.
But it was always a long line for this game. This was a hot ticket. Definitely a hot ticket.
I don't know if you know this, but we can't neglect Sega's House of the Dead.
Oh, no way. That's where rail shooters grew up, I think. Because that's where you actually got the blood instead of the strobe light.
Right, yeah. It was
maybe a little less realistic if you were in the Gulf War like me.
The HBO version.
It was HBO to the FX.
Super realistic.
Super realistic.
Well, you could, go ahead.
I think you're about to say the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and Minority Report jinx that.
I can't talk now, yeah.
You could blow off zombie limbs and heads, which was awesome.
And the birth of the green jello, remember that?
I've killed many zombies in my day, and that does happen.
Right, yes.
It is green
blood. And you could always play as the character G, which
ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing.
No. This next rail shooter was one of my favorites. It was Konami's Silent Scope. Remember this shit?
Oh, love Silent Scope, yeah.
So good, dude. It didn't have little handguns. You know why? Because...
that's like a baby's toy.
Exactly. You know the ref? You know the ref?
Yeah, oh yeah, Back to the Future 2. No, this game had a sniper rifle with a scope attached. It honestly like gave me way too much confidence in my false marksmanship though, because it's like, I would hold it up and be like shooting this giant rifle and thinking like, yeah, I could do this.
Oh yeah, and like games have come a long way since then because now they add the breathing in and it's like hard to stabilize. But that was like perfectly stable somehow.
Yes, but honestly, like that's why it was so addictive. So,
it was addictive and it was stealthy. Most rail games are just like go out in the open, boom, boom, boom.
Right, right.
This one, you're silent stealth.
And last on our list is Sega's Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Remember that?
I actually don't because everyone knew what that game was really for. It was hiding in a little booth to make out.
No, I don't remember
I never played the game.
I knew that like you could sit in there and close the little curtains. And it would block anyone from witnessing your like awkward tongue wrestling kissing.
There was like a tinted window behind it.
Oh yeah.
And you could that was also
the perv view.
That was purview. That was like your little show like at the strip club at Boondock Saints.
You could play that gameplay for me right now, and you'd be like, "What game is this?" And I'd be like, "I don't know."
I mean, you would know. It's dinosaur. You're just getting a nostalgic boner.
Yeah, exactly.
When you think of Jurassic Park.
Do you making the Twitters? Follow the DweebCasts at DweebCast. Got breaking news about Dweeb stuff and videos and pictures. Do it.
Guys, thanks for tuning in to our archaic arcading series. You gotta join us next time because we're gonna discuss those fighting games.
Yes, and if we happen to miss a rail shooter in this episode, let us know below or on Twitter at DweebCast. I'm Andy Riesmeyer.
And I'm Chad Neidt.
See you next time. Jinx, what did you provide? God.